What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is March the 21st. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And let's get right to it. So initial jobless claims did come in a little bit lower. So that is very good for the broader market. So especially based on what Powell recently did say yesterday, like the data couldn't get any better. So of course, this is why you do see the futures very green, as well the fear and greed index starting to pop back up. So it is at 73. So most likely today it could potentially move back into the extreme greed category. So I think bigger and better things might be coming. So if you are holding a lot of growth stocks, get ready for takeoff. In some cases, some stocks are kind of trending down today. So I'm going to go over all that. Starting off with SOFI, looking fairly good so far, 3.13%. No news, no SEC filings, as you can kind of see. So relatively quiet from them. Shorts, surprisingly, are still increasing pre-market, about 680,000 shares. 19.36% of the free float is being shorted, and that works out to be 176.7 million shares overall are being shorted. You do see some signs of manipulation, so cost to borrow minimum is negative 0.2%. So pretty interesting and bold. They did increase more than 5 million shares yesterday despite the news, so they are asking for a world of pain. But essentially, if you are looking at trading SOFI with it at 758 pre-market, it is just trading between this S2 and this S1. So far this morning, it was able to successfully get above this resistance point, and so 788 will be that next target for SOFI. But moving on, GOEV, Canoe. This one is very popular among retail, 22.66% up yesterday based off of no news. So a lot of optimism associated to the news that came out on the 18th. Aside from that though, it is on the threshold list and many other things, but it is up 15.25% pre-market. This is what they do, so you can pause it, read through it in case you do not know. On the seasonality chart over the last 4 years, this stock obviously has not really been doing all that best, but in March, historically, it goes down 12. And if you kind of think about it over the last little bit, actually, it's doing fairly good this month. So up 9.42%. So let me know your thoughts on that. As far as shorts, 19.88% of the free float is being shorted. 10.13 million shares overall are being shorted. Shorts are increasing this morning. Cost to borrow average is 392.04%. Utilization is 100%, and it is on the threshold list and has been on the threshold list, it looks like, just recently, last couple of days. So March the 20th, looks like it was on the very first time. So all in all, I feel like a lot of people feel like there's going to be a squeeze with this, and based on some of the data, it definitely could be. Of course, as I've signaled in the past, in order for a squeeze to occur, you do need a surprise catalyst. So the company itself would have to put something out, but all in all, pretty exciting stuff. Looking right here, so with it at $3.93 pre-market, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So 328 is going to be the strong support. I don't anticipate that being touched at all today. Vice versa, $4.35 will be that next target for GOEV, and given the momentum and the kind of amount of shorts in it, I do feel that that could be touched potentially even today. So let me know your thoughts on that. This one, ticker is LU. They just put out their earnings. It is up 41%. This is what they do, so you can pause it. Consumer finance sector based out of China. But moving on though, looking right here, so 6.49% of the free float is being shorted. 11.78 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost of borrow average is 0.69%, and utilization is 24.66. So I don't really see this being a squeeze play. A lot of the data points don't really kind of justify that, so just take that with a grain of salt. And with it currently trading at $4.71 just between this S2 and this pivot, so 637 is going to be that next strong resistance point that you'll want to watch for it to get above, but very wide gaps, so I really don't anticipate either of them getting touched. So all in all, this one is a interesting one, but nothing really crazy that you need to get invested in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. So moving on, ticker is MU, Micron. Micron Technologies, it is up 17.4% based off of their Q2 2024 earnings. This is what they do in case you do not know what they do. So I'm pretty sure it's a well-known name, but you never know. There might be some individuals not knowing that. On the seasonality chart, historically, March is down 1.6%. So far, it's blowing that out of the water. As far as shorts, I'll give you a quick overview of that. So they are returning about 15,000 shares, 1.93% of the free float being shorted. So very low stock, of course. So nothing really crazy, no short squeeze, nothing like that. If you're looking at trading it, so right now with it at $112.84, it is right above this R3. So that does mean it is outside the boiling band. So in theory, it might actually retrace back into this $112 range. So probably sit right below that, but then again, I could be wrong. And finally, this is the pretty much only stock that is going down within reason. A lot of volume getting in. So it is down 9.01%. So Li Auto, so they are based out of China, so EV company. So I'm sure a lot of people again know all about that. But one thing that they did that the market seems to be hating, they adjusted their, delivery outlook first quarter. So instead of having a target between 100 to 103,000, they're cutting it to 76 to 78, which in my opinion is absolutely horrific. So this stock is getting massively punished today. On a side note though, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as press releases, SEC filings, everything under the sun, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium. I do have a 7-day free trial for you. All of this good information, such as even if you're interested on a company doing a reverse stock split or their earnings, everything under one roof is very easy for investing. But moving on though, as far as what this company is for shorts, it's surprisingly for being in the EV sector, it's not heavily shorted. So 5.5% of the free float is being shorted. You do see some signs of manipulation similar to SOFI. So the cost to borrow minimum is negative, but aside from that, very low data. And if you are looking at trading this, so with it at $30.90, it is below all of the key pivot points. So in theory, you could see a kind of a value run up. But again, given the news that came out, it's not the best. Even if we kind of zoom out a little bit further looking at the 1 week, it is just between these 2 points. So it's not really going to touch either of them. I don't see it recovering past the 34, and it's not going to touch 24 today. So it's just going to be stuck in limbo consolidation overall. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What other stocks are you kind of watching and potentially why? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And one final thing, make sure you guys take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for an account with MULN MULN, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, so take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. And with all of that, appreciate all of you watching.